white people
What
and
makes
nobody
it
else.
so? What he said made him racist.
His actions made him racist as well. The planning.
Okay, now tell me how that affected white people everywhere. Tell me how that changed the way that racism operates. His
Because
planning.
anybody could have been a target if they were white.
Okay, I'm so sorry. Could you explain this to me like I am small? I want you to tell me exactly how this changed the structure of racism is, the way that racism operates. Because the way that
So
racism
you're
started
talking about
was
systemic racism. I'm talking about racism in general.
what is racism in general?
The hatred of people who are different than you because of their race.
Where do you get that definition? Specifically, hate.
It's on Google and it's in the dictionary.
No, there it isn't actually.
It's prejudice or hatred of people who are different than you because of their race.
I'm so sorry. That's incorrect.
No, the definition has been changed in the past 15 years because of social norms and people talking about it so much that we no longer see racism as the same.
Yeah, I mean that's what happens when you rely on just the dictionary for understanding. You know, like when you're in school, college, whatever, you can't
Let
use
me
the
ask you, what
dictionary
is
as
the
a primary
difference between
source.
a prejudice that a black person has so much that they want to unalive a white person? What is the difference between that?
Like a racial prejudice, you're saying?
Yeah, what is the difference between that and like the Ku Klux Klan?
Um, one has significant structure. Like one roots its whole ideology, which
The
is
black Israelites exist.
isn't that an example of anti-Semitism?
No, they believe that they're Jews. They want to unalive white people.
Okay, okay. So no matter what you're saying, it's still an example of anti-Semitism.
It doesn't have anything to do with Jewish people. It has to do with anti-whiteness.
You just said that they believe that they're Jews, Jewish people.
Okay, that's not anti-Jewish. That's pro-Jewish if they think they're Jewish.
All right. Well, I don't know why you're saying. I don't know why you were like exposing the answer, but not siding with the answer. That's an example of anti-Semitism. That is the answer. Them wanting to do something, not having the power to do something because they don't have the structure, they don't have the numbers, they don't have anything besides thoughts. They're all wrong too. Like,
So if
they're.
100, if 100 black Israelites,
Do you see how you got to make up like scenarios when you
they
want to?
exist. There are that many of them.
Okay, cool. Do you see how you have to make up examples instead of showing me actual examples of racism happening, right? And whereas you asked me
I
about,
gave you an example of a
if you
hate
ask me
crime.
about black people experiencing racism, I like there's so many to choose from. There's a lot to choose from. Like it's everywhere. It's apparent when you think about racism. You think about slavery, for instance. You know, but the example that you gave initially was not racism.
Do you know who Cash Gurdon is or Julian Wood?
No, I don't know who those people are. Those people are.
Two little white boys who were unalived by black people, and those black people didn't get a hate crime charge. They got put in a mental hospital, and they had the chance to get out.
Okay.
Children.
Yeah, I understand.
By adults.
I understand. Yes.
So is that white privilege?
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself with a rake, sideways.
All right. Is that all you want to share?
Fuck you.
All right. I'm going to let you down. I appreciate you proving the prompt. Dot, can I have your age, race, and pronouns, please?
Age is 21, race is white, and I am he, him.
All right. You disagree with the topic?
To my understanding, isn't 1350 like some statistic?
How can I speak towards your understanding?
Like, isn't that just a statistic, right?
No, I don't think it's just a statistic. I think it's a white supremacy talking point.
Okay, where does 1350 come from?
Yeah, it comes from FBI crime data sheet, basically.
Okay, so then how is it fake?
Have you ever seen it?
No, I've heard about it a little bit, but
Well, so if you don't know anything about it, only what you've heard, that kind of proves the prompt too. It's kind of just like
wasn't there like photos?
folklore.
Like, how do you know? How do you know what it is? Like,
Because I've seen it. I talk about this topic often too, and people who don't know anything about it say what you said.
so if you've seen it, how is it fake?
You'd have to see it to understand it. You see how this is just your imagination right now. You've never